Hi everyone, welcome back to Stay Tuned Laura. I'm Laura, obviously. Alright guys, so today I'm actually going to be discussing my profile picture drawing, right? Okay, so this is the physical drawing straight from my sketchbook, although it's torn off because I had to scan it. There are some differences from the finished product, which is, it's my picture on my YouTube. In the original drawing, I did notice that I drew like my neck like this, like huge, like I don't know, it's like almost like 2 feet like long, right? And I know it's just a sketch, I know it's just a drawing, but like it didn't sit well with me, and I was like, you know what, like I had finally gotten down the body the way that I wanted it to. The only problem was that I didn't like the proportion to like the neck to like the rest of the body, right? And I thought that the head was also a little bit too small. See? So I thought, you know what, that's not a big deal, so let me just adjust it, right, in Photoshop. So that's exactly what I did. I scanned it and I opened it up in Photoshop, and basically I traced over it because I think I've mentioned this before, I can't really draw straight on the computer on Photoshop. I don't know why. I used to be able to do it, but I guess maybe I just need to touch up that skill again. So yeah, after I traced the head, the head and the neck and the hair separately, I actually, I expanded it, and I, obviously I shrunk down the neck so that way it could be much more proportionate to the rest of her figure, right? Or my figure. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what inspired me to do my profile picture this way. I've thought it over multiple times before I finally came up with this one, and it wasn't like I didn't think of everything or do like all the previous other rough sketches in like one day. It was like over a course of like months, honestly. I was like, you know what, like I wasn't happy. I did something, I thought it would be good, but I was like, you know what, there's just something that I'm not happy with, so I would go on and go on and go on. Like I did, like I want to say maybe like 13 like other sketches before I came up with this one. And again, like I said, it wasn't all done in a day. It's over a span of like a few months. I want to say, what actually helped me settle on this idea. I was going through a phase of, watching like Stranger Things and like 80s music videos, right? I like seeing the 80s vaporwave aesthetic. I don't know, there's just something about it that felt really special, so I decided to do something along that style. So that's why, she kind of has like a thick, dark blue outline. It's not black, I know it looks black, but that's usually my go-to outline color. But at this time I was like, I should do a dark blue. And the same thing with the hair. A different kind of dark blue, but blue nonetheless, right? Which is weird because even though my favorite color is green, if you know me personally, you know that. And I tried to do, the hairstyle that I had at the time. I still somewhat have it, but it grew out, so now I'm like brushing it to the side. It's like the hime bangs. So yeah, bangs are like this, and then I have like, kind of like a second layer of bang. And I was like, you know what? And I felt like I simplified the drawing. Excuse Simon, he's all cute over there, being weird. In my previous sketches, like I've mentioned before, I would draw something kind of complicated or like something that didn't feel super like, I don't know, natural, or like I didn't feel like it didn't represent me properly. So you know what, I thought to myself, what better way than to present myself than me thinking about something to draw? Like, hello, right? Like, it's like weird. It's like this whole time I was thinking of like, how should I draw myself? It's like, why don't you draw yourself thinking about drawing yourself or other things, right? Like, so yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the finished product done in Photoshop. So yeah, what do you guys think? I know you've seen it quite often if you are subscribed to this channel, right? Or if I have you on social media, right? You see this drawing quite often. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you like the color? As far as the top goes, I didn't know what color to give myself for the top, so I just gave myself yellow, which is probably why I'm wearing yellow right now, because I'm talking about this. And yeah, usually I'm like in like shorts or something, or sweatpants, like when I'm like thinking of something. I just need to be comfortable entirely, right? To feel like I don't know, I have room to think, if that makes any sense. And yeah, usually I'm stretched out all lazily too, so that's why I drew myself, you know, with my leg, like, kind of like in the wall. And I don't know why I drew myself in the bubble. I suppose I drew myself in a bubble because, in a way, I felt like, you know, I am in a bubble, like when I'm brainstorming, right, what to do next. And of course I did my sketch pad, all huge because, I mean, you've seen one of my sketch pads are like, it's like ginormous. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you like the hair? Do you like the clothes? Do you like the way that I positioned, you know, my body? Yeah, I mean, just let me know what you think in the comments. Alright guys, well, I mean, thank you so much for staying tuned. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe next week would be the 1st, right? So go ahead and prepare yourselves for another animation talk. I know it might have been a little bit anticipated at this point since I've been discussing just like drawings. Like I said, next week it's finally animation talk. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for your support, your acknowledgement. It never goes unnoticed with me. Thank you so much, guys. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later.